All right, this is part 3. This is the third type of problem that we should be able to factor today. It's when we have 3 terms. All right, so in the last video we had 4 terms. We were able to split down the middle. In this case, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of cleverly rearrange these 3 terms into 4 through something we've called British factoring throughout the course of the year. So the way we do that is we take our lead coefficient 2 and we multiply it times our constant term, -6, to get -12. And what we want to do is we want to find 2 values that multiply to -12 and that add to +11. Those 2 values are going to be +12 and -1. 12 and -1. So what we do is we're going to rewrite this middle term 11x as 12x minus x. So 2x squared plus 12x minus x minus 6. So what we've done here is we've taken a 3-term polynomial and turned it into a 4-term polynomial. Just like we did on the previous video, we can now split down the middle and find our GCFs. 2x will come out over here, and we'll be left with x plus 6. And remember, we always want our binomials to match when we're factoring by grouping. So even if it's not obvious that we should factor out a -1 here, doing so will result in those binomials matching like we saw on the previous video. Now the x plus 6 comes out from each term, and we multiply it times what is remaining, 2x minus 1, and we are factored. Let's look at one more with a higher degree, but the same process. Here I have 3 terms. That's telling me that I can't split down the middle. I need an even number to split, so I'm going to multiply. 8 times -15 is -120. So again, I'm looking for 2 values that add to -2 and that multiply to -120. That's going to be -12 and +10. We're going to rewrite that middle term as minus 12x squared plus 10x squared minus 15. Notice that the process is the same here, even though we have exponents that are a little bit more difficult than what we saw in the previous problem. Well, now we have our 4 terms, so we're going to split down the middle. We have a 4x squared in common. And then over on the right-hand side, we have a 5, we have a 5 in common. And again, we see that our quantities inside the parentheses match. That means we can factor that out and multiply by what's remaining. So from here, you're going to go ahead and work on your practice that's attached to these notes. Do your best, and please let me know if you have any questions.